Hey guys, Max here, and today I'll be showing you guys my build for the Weatherly archetype out of Spirit Warriors. Sorry, this deck profile took some time. It's just I was trying to find a build that I feel really comfortable with the deck. And sorry for the lack of videos this week. I've been quite ill and unable to do some, so yeah, apologies on that. Start off with the first weather monster, which is Snow. Snow is your combo star of the deck, mainly because when this card is normal summoned, you can then place the weather spell trap from your deck into your spell trap card zone's place face up. So you mainly want to get, like, say, Snowy Canvas to then bash the search. All of the weather cards, I keep saying weathery because that's what they were called until they changed the name. They all have the effect saying if they've been banished, and they are banished to activate the effect of the weather card, you can special summon this banished card during the next standby phase. So, it's pretty good. Next, playset of Thunder. Thunder is one of the B sticks of the deck. Thunder also allows you to send a continuous spell trap from your spell trap card zone to place the weather spell trap card zone. Well, spell trap card in your trap card zone. Say if you have a continuous spell trap that you don't need anymore, you can summon this, send it to grave to then place the weather card, which is quite handy. Next is Cloud. I decided to run 3 Cloud. Most people choose to run 2, but I do like this card a lot because it's a 1500 card, 1500 attack. It's not bad, it's pretty good. This one's effect is when another face-up the weather card is sent to the graveyard, you can you can target up to 2 of the weather spell traps in your graveyard, place them in your spell trap zone face up. So with this, you can, like, send, say, a continuous spell you don't need, and then this will then target up to 2 of the weather spell traps and place them in your spell trap card zone. Next on, let's move these up a bit. Yeah, is Rain. This card's effect only goes off when she's special summoned. But her effect is, if this card is special summoned, you can place the weather spell trap from your hand into your spell trap card zone face up. 1200 attack, you most likely never summon her in attack mode, most likely special summon her in defense mode. I decided to run to the Sun, because Sun, aka Bangler, aka the Eggman himself, his main effect only works if he's in the bin. If this card's in your bin, you can send the weather spell trap from your spell trap card zone to the graveyard. Then you can special summon him. Then you must have then you can place the weather spell trap from your hand into your spell card zone. You must have a spell trap in your hand to activate this guy's effect. If you don't, you cannot activate this guy's effect. Next is the last, which is Aurora. I decided to run Aurora at 1. Because her effect goes off when she's normal summoned, which is annoyingly. Her effect is when she's normal summoned, you can place the weather card from your deck, hand, or graveyard into your spell trap card zones, which is pretty handy. Plus, she also makes the weather spell traps unable to be targeted and destroyed by card effects. And she's a 2200 beat stick, which is, I think, really nice. It's something else to poke for other than 1700. Let's go on to the weather spells and traps. 3 of the Snow, which is Snowy Canvas, which is the rotor for any of the weather cards. This card, if I need to read its actual text, so yeah, the weather effect monsters in your main monster zones of this card's column and adjacent to that column gains these effects. So the continuous spells gives the weatheries their effects to banish, to, say, add or compulse, or guy can attack directly. So it's not this card that's activating, it's the actual monster that's activating the effect. Then 2 Cloudy. This card allows any monster, so you banish a Weathery to then target any monster, any face-up monster. It can attack directly, but its attack is halved. I have won games with this, and I have baited with this with Drowning Mirror Force. I just can't activate it during the damage step. And all of these are quick effects too, so that's more control. 2. Rain. Rainy is the compose a spell trap card your opponent controls back to their hand. So I mainly use it if I really have to. If not, then it's just ditch it to, say, place this or this. And then the last is 1 Sunny Canvas. I personally do not like Sunny Canvas, but I need to run it. You have to run a certain number of these in the deck. This card is you banish a Weathery, tribute a monster, and then special summon the weather monster from your hand or graveyard. It's just too much for one monster, and it's not really worth. Most of the time I will send this off to, say, set something else. Those are the weather spell and trap spells. Next for the normal spells, 2 of Valhalla, the Hall of the Fallen, because most of the time, if you're going first and you have this in your hand, you can summon, then activate a weather spell trap to go on your hand, banish to then say add, or yeah, mostly just add if you got snow. Then you can activate this to then special summon another fairy, which is quite nice. I don't see a lot of people running this card, but I personally actually like it. I can have Celestial Transformation. Can't read upside down. This card basically allows you to special summon a fairy monster from your hand, but its attack is halved and it's destroyed during the end phase. The destroyed during the end phase doesn't matter because you'll be banishing them, which is really nice. So you just get a free monster for nothing pretty much in this deck. My other tech choices is the cards that actually are helping me stay in the game a bit longer. Is Soul Absorption. Soul Absorption. Each time a card or cards is banished, gain 500 life points. Because all the monsters banish because of the Weathery spells and traps, you're gaining a lot of life points to keep you in the game longer, to say hit your extra deck. And it's a continuous spell just like Valhalla, so you can send it off using Thunder if you really don't need it anymore. For the traps, to Thundery Canvas. This card is pretty much Grand Mole, but it's not once per turn. This card is nuts because during the damage step, you can banish the monster that for whoever you're attacking with, to then banish that, to then compose their monster back to their hand. It's really strong, and if you've got 3 monsters that are in adjacent and same column, then that's 3 composers right there. So you can leave your snow in attack mode and smack to then banish to then compose. 1 Aurora Canvas. This card isn't as good as all the others, but it has its place in the deck. Each time a player would add a card to their hand, they banish that. So a battle Weathery, banish that card, then that player draws 1 more card. So they add a card, chain, banish that card, they add it to then let them draw a card. The draw card can be a bit scary because you don't know what they could draw into, but it's easier than letting that play is going. So next, 3 Drownings, because most of your time your board's going to be empty because you're going to be banishing, and the nice combo with that, and where are you? With the Cloudy Canvas, because you can get them to attack directly, and then this will compose all their monsters back to their deck. Then 2 heavy storm dusters, because Rainy compulses, it does not really destroy spells and traps. This sort of clears my option in case there's like a strike or warning, because 1 strike and warning could ruin my entire play. So I put these in just to make sure that I can deal with them. And then the last traps are one warning, 2 strikes. That's a Solemn Brigade, just to make sure that I can stay control of the game. So, the main deck is now done. Let's move on to the extra deck. In this extra deck, I am running like 3 Rainbow, mainly because I had a lot of spaces clear, and she is always a nice card. She does require 3 weather monsters, which is fine. You can have, say, 5 on board if you play your cards right. Her first effect is a Solemn Warning. When a monster would be special summoned, you can tribute this link some card to then negate and destroy. Its other effect, the other effect is basically the same as all the other weather effect. Its last effect, though, the weather monsters that this card points to gains this effect, which is when a card or effect is activated, you can banish this card to then negate the card, and if you do, destroy it. So there's 4 negations in 1 card. Nuts. I'm sure Savage understands how annoying that is, and he's my cameraman for today.
Hey.
Yeah, he also fears the storming and the cloudy combo. Storming, drowning.
It is terrifying.
So then, 2 Proxy Dragons. This guy is in here at 2, just in case I want to go more to the XCs than the Link, which is quite nice. Because I'm also running, say, Mrs. Radiant and Mr. Boy in here. Because I have, like, Waters and Earths. These are in here just in case I want to move more to XEs, which is why this is also in here. 1 Topological Bomber Dragon, because being able to special summon a Weathery to a zone this points to, then being able to blow up all monsters. Really controlly and strong for the deck, which is why I actually really like it in here. Then the last card is Deco Talker. Just generic 3, really. That's it for the links. I put them over here for now. Then for the ranks, it's 1 Leviair, 1 Alucard, not Dollarham, Grand Pulse, Break Sword, number 55, Fighter, the Strong Arm, and then 1, I'll put them down here, 1 Nightmare Shark. These are just like generic rank 3s. You can have other rank 3s if you choose. I haven't really need to hit these yet because the Weathery saw out all the problems, but they're just nice in the extra deck just in case there is a problem that I can't get my Rainbow out. So yeah, that's my Weathery deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave down in the comment section of what cards I could add and cards I could not add. Also, one other thing, you might notice that there is no Masterpiece in here, because this build is just for casual play. If you're more to the competitive side, then you may want to put in cards like Ghost, Ogre, and Masterpiece, or even Cherry Blossom. Is it Cherry Blossom? Yeah. So for even more control, but this is more of a casual deck for me to play, which is something I'm really enjoying. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.